Peace and blessings, family. Sister Hajali. I've never done a review of a promo, a promotional. I don't like to call when you're producing something to heal people, to be a benefit to the society. I don't think of that as a commercial where you're just seeking financial gain for yourself and you even will put in your product toxic ingredients because you don't give a damn. No, no, no. Brother Yapo Yapa is exactly the type of person, experience, champion that such a society that operates at best on greed fears. And it's really such an absolute tragic shame because when you have a society that its citizens and those who've been abducted for the past almost 500 years can have respect for. I remember when I was little, I read the Constitution and I had no idea what the real truth was because I was going to the public fool system. And I just really respected and admired the principles spelled out in the Constitution. Then, as I've grown up and I have so little time to catch up, I found out that my mind had been assaulted by their lies. And it's such a brutal realization to have your faith just ripped away from you. But when it's replaced with something better, and then the gratification is absolutely astounding. So you want to do a review of a promotional because you want to support that person getting their healing message, service out to as many people as possible because that's a society where we all, and Brother Yapo doesn't promote going out and harming anybody any more than me. That's something through our conversations over the years that we've both been able to verify. We are 100% dedicated to a peaceful solution, and we have both of us just, we're not like one mind. There are things about me that the brother doesn't agree with, and I probably never even want to know what those are. And there are things with the brother, Iyapo, that I don't agree with, and it is what it is. But vastly, overwhelmingly, whoa, we just synchronize, especially when it comes to knowing only through separation are everybody's of every race and nationalities issues with having the devil in charge of this society. That's the only way it's going to be resolved. And because they are using the surface thinking people of the world, and I am not against surface thinkers. As a matter of fact, the UN right now is trying to figure out how to keep the surface thinkers just skimming on the surface because they're just like, we need more censorship. That doesn't work in a society so that all persons who are just the victims, the targets, the practitioners of its tenets within it feel as if there's something to, celebrate. I've just been watching a prison show. I forget what the heck it's called. But this dude goes to the worst maximum security prisons all over the planet, and I give him kudos. He literally does. And one of the things that you see is a standard, no matter how much the society itself wants to punish the perpetrators of crime. I can feel for that. I really can't. I hate when anyone is hurt in any way, shape, or form. But the prisons that have the lowest recidivism rates are the ones that treat their prisoners as if they are genuine people. They give them a reason to want to fight for them. Being ravenous, excuse me, I have to use a cuss word because it's appropriate, assholes does not increase the faith of those that you are in charge of, that you have authority over, whether those people want you to have that authority or not. These politicians, these military folks, these institutions, medical, educational, they have authority that we have been giving to them, and less. Because as I've said, when you kill oceans, you lose. But there's a whole bunch of other stuff that they're doing that makes them lose. And so when I look at the work of Brother Iyapo, I love how he started this out here, where you're walking up the steps to the book, because he and I both know we must gain control of our Black narrative. And this was part of his promotional for his series available on Amazon. I'm going to put a link to his writing and you could avail yourself of him. I'm also going to put a link to his Queen Angela Riley, who's also a writer who has a, self-actualizing series and also Black love books that she's written, available on Amazon. It's just amazing when we are just naturally in love with what you were made to be. It is a very liberating, empowering mindset. And so Brother Iyapo is writing the story Surviving the Worst, which is a series that just goes over, it's just fun. It's fanciful. But what I absolutely adore about it is how he loves Black us. And so our temporary, it's over, it's waning right now, addiction to the devil and his interpretation of us, it's just not enough for most of us. Inevitably, we're each going to seek a better narrative, a more freeing narrative, because we're not in prison except for in our minds, that they keep giving the sensation that if something isn't produced by Hella Weird, it doesn't count as entertainment. And if something is, I can't get over all the insults that they put in everything about us right now. They got this one, what's it called? The Other Black Woman. I wouldn't even dare watch something as insulting as that, where not only is a Black woman going to be treated like a pet by her white man, but he's cheating on his Black pet with a side chick pet, another Black woman. They know that you are just a fetish. Even if they don't show it in the film, the subtle way, that's because so many of us have been taken advantage of due to our tendency to do surface thinking. And so they will showcase different Procyon loterisms. If you don't know what a Procyon loter is, I'm not allowed to describe it the way that lots of other people get to describe it, but I bring the reality that they know is true. When you kill oceans, you lose. So they don't want someone like Brother Yapo. They don't want someone, a sister who brings the data proving that these folks have lost. So inevitably, you're going to go on over to Amazon and get your dose of mental, spiritual, emotional healing on, where you can survive the absolute worst and have no problem whatsoever, because that is our nature. These are all little photos and screen captures I got from his promo. I'm not going to show his promo. You got to go on over to his channel and watch it, and you will, even the promo, that's why I'm doing a review. Even the promo was so satisfying. Oh my God. All right. Thank you, brother. Thank you for all you do. Mighty, mighty black man. That's why, yes, they keep this brother's channel at just, they never let it get to 1,000, and it should have been at 500,000 at this point in time if YouTube were mildly honest. But the UN knows they can't afford to keep up a society based on horror and actually share the truth like Brother Iyapo does on the constant. I love you, brother. Thank you. Say it loud, say it proud. We are black, and there's not a daggone thing wrong with that. As a matter of fact, everything is right with being the original. Peace and blessings.